I found my girlfriend's diary and I wish I hadn't. My girlfriend and I have been dating a year now. We're both 19 and I recently found her diary. I wish I hadn't read it, but the curiosity overcame me and I did look at it. She kept a diary of all her sexual encounters and it's messed with my head a bit. I can't have sex with her at the moment without getting flashes of what I read. What should I do? So, let's get this straight. You found your girlfriend's diary and read it, which you now regret. You don't regret the invasion of her privacy. You just regret what you learned from it. Hell, in the title you don't even wish you hadn't read it. You wish you hadn't found it. You do think to add that later. But you've already made your priorities clear by then. If you're not trolling, you need to grow the fuck up. That's what you need to do. What you should do is never read anyone's diary. You don't really get to invade a person's trust and privacy, and then complain about what you've found. But here we are. For one, her sex life previous to you isn't your concern. Don't make her life previous to you about you, because it isn't. If you can't handle that your girlfriend had an active sex life that she enjoyed before you came along, then you have no business being in a relationship. Stop snooping. That's the worst thing ever to do. You violated her privacy, so you reap what you sow, lol. Come on, if you weren't a virgin before you met, then I assume you also have a sexual past and have sexual memories, so just try to forget about it. If you can't, let her go, but take this as a lesson that sometimes it's better not to know things. Also, everyone has a right to keep certain things private, and you definitely broke that. You wish you hadn't found it. You should be wishing that you hadn't read it. And not because of what was in it, but because of your obvious disregard for other people's privacy. What you should do is tell her what you did. And apologize. The only person in this scenario who's done anything wrong is you. Probably get over it or dump her. Either way, you're kinda the bad guy in the scenario in a few ways. This is your punishment for violating her privacy. You have to live with what you read. Unless you date virgins, all women will have had a sexual past before you. She wasn't your first, either, right? You just learned the importance of privacy. You should break up with her because she deserves better than you. You're concerned about what you found, not the fact that you violated her privacy. A classic fuck around and find out. Now you have to live with the info and the breaking of privacy. You could just have amazing sex with your girl now when you know what she likes and go into oblivion together, or just split. Well, karma feeked you. Good riddance. If you like her, you need to accept that she's lived a life before you. Those experiences made her who she is, and you probably wouldn't even have met otherwise. Accept this or leave her. Don't stay in a relationship and make it toxic with your jealousy. Start by not reposting content from podcasts for karma. Hopefully you break up with her, since she deserves someone so much better than you. You violated her privacy. That's what you should be regretting. Not selfishly worrying about images of her fucking other dudes. Be grateful you didn't find some deep emotional trauma in there. That is such a violation of privacy. I feel you could either get over it. Everyone has a sexual past and she is dating you, not them. Tell her. Be honest over the fact you snooped and talk it out. Leave. And maybe don't snoop through your next partner's most personal things. Good, that's what you get for snooping. Never invade someone's privacy. Play shitty games, win shitty prizes. If you haven't told her, you need to. Are you even sorry for what you did? I'd advise her to break up with you because it was an invasion of privacy and absolutely not okay. What you did. Your curiosity was more important to you than violating your partner's privacy. There's really no way to help you with this. You need to deal with it yourself and, hopefully, This will teach you why it's important to respect other people's belongings instead of centering yourself. You're mad that your girlfriend kept notes from memories that she made before your relationship for her own self, with no intention of forcing you to read them? Damn, men are so fucking insecure. Women are allowed to have sex lives before they get into relationships. Her freedom to do so has nothing to do with you and does not reflect on you whether you are more or less experienced than her. If you love her, can't you just be happy that she is yours now? Can't you be secure in that fact, knowing how much you enjoy her personality and presence in your life? Or was she just a conquest all along? Karma at its best right here. Ooh, a fantastic shining example of fuck around and find out. If anyone read my journal, all bets would be off. You're an awful partner. Be honest with her and beg for forgiveness for violating her trust and privacy. That's what you should do next. I hope you tell her about the invasion of privacy so she can leave. Sorry, but you're screaming insecurity. Oh no, my girlfriend had sex with others. How can I ever look at her the same? Bitch, STFU. You're not the only man in the world, and oh no, she had a life before you. Fearful face, fearful face. I hope she finds better. YTA. Serves you right for snooping into someone else's private property. Well, if it isn't the consequences of your own actions. Growing up would be a great start. Her life previously to you is none of your business. Have you had other sexual encounters? She was entitled to lay where she wanted and with who she wanted. How dare you read her personal diary? Will you do the right thing and tell her you read it? Moving forward, it's important to remember partners will have had life before you. Probably after too. You've found what you were looking for. If it was all from before y'all got together, don't worry, YK. At least you didn't find any entries about others while she was with you. But truth be told, talk to her, BC. You don't want to just bottle that. You'll end up ruining your relationship yourself because she doesn't know why you're acting the way you are. She don't know you saw that. You violated her privacy. The past does not define who a person is, nor will it ever. You can't change it, so the best thing to do is first admit to her that you read it. Then, find out what the best course of action is to move forward together. Also, you made a choice to read it. Not a mistake. She probably wasn't your first either. 1. Don't violate your girlfriend's privacy. 2. Have you considered that people do write erotic fiction? It might not all be real. You did this to yourself. I suggest you get comfortable with the fact that you weren't her first sexual encounter. It's normal not to want super deep details of your partner's past sex life, but you snooped when you shouldn't have. People often write in diaries things they don't want to share or feel like they can't share. Think about that next time you have a chance to go through her things and consider honoring that privacy. Tell her and let her decide what she should do with you. You asked and you received, bud. Learn the lesson. Next time you'll mind her own business, I bet. Boy, what? Don't go through your girl's shit. You should be honest with her so she can decide if she still wants to be with you after you violated her privacy and trust. Well, I for one think you should stop making up boring lies. Question. Where exactly did you find the diary? Was it in a random drawer that you opened in search of scissors? Did she leave it out? How did you go about magically finding something that she probably put in a private place, aka panty drawer, or hid pretty well? Plot twist: Snickers are in a twist because of the diary entry about his performance. He just can't bring him to fess up to a 2-star. Do not recommend review.